take her performance to the next level.
Palms facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
About the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You could be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
Of course, our pregame show rolls on. Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson. Looking at Eric Musselman's USC Trojans, it's now his second year at USC. Overall, he's gone 24-18 as the head coach of the Trojans. Some familiar faces on the USC coaching staff. Will Conroy, longtime assistant at Washington. Todd Lee, Michael Musselman, the son of Eric Musselman, Anthony Ruda, and Earl Boykins. There's a lot of familiar names there on that Trojan coaching staff. And I think that there's certainly an expectation around this team going into this season. They've started 7-0, second year for Eric Musselman. They really have assembled a pretty talented and experienced roster.
I think there's a lot of college coaches that are trying to replicate Musselman's formula, haven't quite figured it out. They're averaging 92 points a game, and they really play like an NBA team, constantly attacking in transition and then playing free with multiple pick and roll options, drive and kick, and keeping it simple and allowing the players to play comfortable in an attack mode. And that's just something that it's difficult to defend.
It is, and it's led to them being pretty efficient offensively. They shoot 49% from the floor. They're also hitting 38% of their threes, which I feel like, especially in the games that Oregon played against USC last year, the threes didn't go. Early on this season, the threes have been going, and they're averaging 92 points a game, which is second in the Big Ten Conference, 21st nationally. Puts in perspective that this team can score. The offense, the Ducks are going to have to slow them down.
When all you're worried about is competing, shots start to go in. And that's where Oregon needs to grow up just a little bit in this game. They didn't make a three-point shot in the last game. They were great on the boards. They finished pretty well around the rim. But without Nate Biddle, it's been an adjustment. They've had a week to practice since then. And so I look for them to make some progress in regards to that. But the rebounding battle is going to be so important in this game. USC taking a lot of three-point shots. There's going to be long rebounds, opportunities for offensive rebounds with those long rebounds. And Oregon's got to get out, play defense, get a stop, get out in transition. They need to score 25 points in transition, not keep it just a half-court game, Joey.
We'll talk more keys to the game coming up, but if you're just joining us, number one, Rodney Rice will not play tonight for USC, and they already are going to be without Elijah Arenas, at least for a little while longer. The outstanding freshman, son of Gilbert Arenas, has not made his debut for USC, but Rodney Rice is averaging 20 a game. He will not play, but then they've got a pretty cool story in a graduate from the Dominican Republic and Auburn transfer in Chad Baker-Mazzara. He's averaging 20 points per game. Ezra Usar has also been really good at 17 points per game. He wears number 2. Number 5 is Terrence Williams, a good role player who's been a pretty efficient scorer and a good defender. Jacob Kofi, 19th in the NCAA in blocks per game. He's been good inside, the sophomore out of Seattle. And I expect to see more of Jordan Marsh and Jerry Easter in this game, as well as Jaden Brownell. And perhaps the big man, the 7'5" player, could be an interesting one to watch in Gabe Dines. He's played in 7 games, hasn't been in crunch time a ton, but without Rodney Rice, those other guards like Marsh, who's at 5'11", and Easter, who's at 6'5", and then also off the bench, Amarion Dickerson, 6'7" senior. They usually will go with a pretty tight rotation. Eric Musselman likes to play about 7, maybe 8 guys, but they do have to fill some minutes with Rodney Rice out tonight.
I think a huge key for Oregon on the offense and defensive end is what to do with Ezra Azar. He shoots 70% from 2.
Yeah.
And he
has not attempted a 3.
And he will foul out your entire team. And he's great on both ends. He averages 17 points a game. Oregon needs to attack him offensively. He can be a little bit foul prone. If you get number 2, Azar, out of the game, or at least sitting on the bench for stretches, I think that's a huge key for Oregon to pull off this win.
We'll talk more keys coming up as the Coors Light pregame show continues with Ashley Gentry checking some scores next on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You could be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
Hey college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Summer Buck, a Navy veteran, female combat veteran, and proud Native American. Summer is a driving force for positive change in her community. She leads 2 nonprofits, writes grants for other organizations, and trains both nonprofit leaders and board members to succeed. Passionate about youth programs, she is launching a multi-million-dollar community center that will create lasting impact through strong partnerships. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Summer Buck.
Hey, Oregon, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound law. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Cases may be referred or co-counseled.
Welcome back to the Coors Light pregame show. Time for an update of scores from around the Big Ten and the nation. In the Oregon Sports Network studios, here's Ashley Gentry.
Good evening, everyone. We are just about set for our first Big Ten matchup here at Matthew Knight Arena. It's Oregon versus number 24 USC. Trojans coming in at 7-0 and a Maui Invitational win. Their last game, a victory 88-75 over Arizona State. Some big-time basketball coming up at Matthew Knight Arena. Some other scores around the Big Ten and top 25 for you this evening. 2 have gone final inside the Big Ten. Penn State at home hosting Campbell outside of conference play, and they move on to 8-1 on the season. 87-76 the final score. Penn State's one loss was to Providence just a few weeks ago. Then number 7, Michigan State at home hosting Iowa for their first conference matchup of the season. It's a 71-52 Spartans victory. They are now 8-0 on the season and hand Iowa their first loss. 2 underway currently, both getting late in the second half. Number 1, Purdue on the road against Rutgers, and they lead it 79-65, while Maryland plays a non-conference game against Wagner at home, and they lead it 65-47 with just about 7 minutes to go in the second half there. Oregon and number 24 USC, the last game on the docket for tonight inside the Big Ten. As for the top 25, we've got some finals for you as well. An upset. Syracuse takes down number 13 Tennessee 62-60. Syracuse in that championship tournament out in Vegas, and they gave Houston a run for their money. So an upset here. They take down a ranked team by 2 points at home, 60-62, the final score. Tennessee suffers their second loss of the season. Then another close one for you, but number 4 Duke holds on. They take down number 15 Florida at home, 67-66. Your final score there, a 1-point victory for the Blue Devils out in Durham, North Carolina. And as for our ongoing games, ACC SEC Men's Challenge out in Lexington, Kentucky. Number 16 North Carolina taking on the number 18 Wildcats. It's a 10-6 Kentucky lead early in the first half. And number 21 Kansas hosting number 5 UConn. And Kansas has the lead, 33-29. UConn ranked number 5. They've got one loss on the season, but they trail on the road here by just a bit, and just a little bit of time left there in the first half. And, of course, number 1 Purdue with the lead over Rutgers, 79-65. That's how it looks across the Big Ten and top 25. We're going to take a quick timeout and get you back courtside with Joey Mack and Luke Jackson. Number 24 USC in town taking on the Oregon Ducks. And it's all coming up right after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, Jan from Toyota with a holiday message. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on.
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Since 1894, the rivalry between Oregon and Oregon State has grown to a fever pitch. The 2025-26 rivalry series is in full force, and the action between the Ducks and the Beavers will be exciting. Year after year, the student athletes, coaches, and schools take great pride in being part of one of the longest rivalry series in the nation. The University of Oregon would like to thank Pacific Source Health Plans, Albertson Safeway, Toyota, and First Interstate Bank as being the proud partners of this year's rivalry series.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold, so you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So, crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Hear that? Exactly. That's the sound of McDonald's Extra Value Meal. Sausage McMuffin with egg, hash brown, small hot coffee, and sweet golden silence. All for only $5. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, Jan from Toyota with a holiday message. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on.
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Coors Light pregame show at Matthew Knight Arena. Thanks to Ashley Gentry in the OSN studios. Joey Mack, Luke Jackson here again. We've covered a lot of the keys in this Big Ten conference opener. I think it's going to come down to Oregon's defense. You got to find a way to slow down USC, averaging 92 points a game. Oregon's transition defense and ball screen defense, those were two black eyes for Oregon in the tournament in Las Vegas. Part of why Oregon lost 3 games there. Have to clean that up defensively, I think.
And USC averages 92 points a game, and they attack in so many different ways. Half court, pick and roll, transition, always looking to attack the rim, and they shoot the ball well from 3. But first and foremost, you have to give a perfect effort. Play to win. If you're not going to step out on the floor and play harder than the other team, don't come out and play. So if they get that right, I think that will lead to great defensive stops. They need to keep the ball out of the middle. I think they'll mix it up with that 1-2-2 matchup zone. And then when it comes to rebounding, let that lead to your offensive break. But they've got to play with physicality and force and not give USC any second chance opportunities.
One other thing I'll say, too, is USC has made the most free throws in the country coming into this game. They like to get inside, and Oregon already a little shorthanded. You don't want to get into foul trouble and push that rotation any further. We're up against the clock. Got to get a timeout because we're going to tip it off when we come back on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
You're listening to Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. On the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best you can do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Each month we're taking steps, each day taking steps.
Missed it, but Biddle follows it and slams. Justin fires. Hit it!
Everybody has their roles, and we all buy into our roles.
Throws it inside. KJ Evans with a slam. Simpkins hits the triple from the top.
To hopefully become, one of those teams January, February, where people don't want to play us. We all want to get to the Final Four, win a national championship, win Big Ten. Just do that for our team.
It's time for Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Today's game is brought to you by Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks. Les Schwab Tire Centers, proud supporter of Oregon basketball. McDonald's, the official breakfast of University of Oregon Athletics. Have your McDonald's favorites delivered right to your door with McDelivery. OCCU, home of the Duck debit card. Pepsi and Bigfoot beverages. Go Ducks. Drink Pepsi. Buy Coors Light. Choose chill. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com. By U.S. Bank. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of Oregon Athletics. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. And by Pacific Source Health Plans, with health coverage for individuals, families, and employers, and Medicare eligibles. Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. Now let's go back to courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Thank you as we welcome you back inside Matthew Knight Arena. Colors being presented by the University of Oregon ROTC.
Please remain standing. Remove your hats as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem, performed tonight by Kim McManus. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Karen McManus singing our national anthem tonight. Well done here on Kilkenny floor at Matthew Knight Arena as the University of Oregon ROTC will remove the colors from the floor here tonight with the Trojans lined up on the opposite foul line and the Ducks lined up on their baseline here adjacent to the Oregon bench. Getting ready for our Safeway starting lineup, wrapping up that Coors Light pregame show. Oregon starting conference play tonight against the Trojans of USC and second-year head coach Eric Musselman. Here's Don Essig.
At forward, 6'9", a senior from Atlanta, number 2, Ezra Asar. At forward, 6'7", graduate from Clinton, Maryland, number 5, Terrence Williams II. At forward, 6'10", sophomore from Seattle, number 6, Jacob Coffey. At guard, 6'5", freshman from Toledo, Ohio, number 8, Jerry Easter II. And at guard, 6'7", graduate from Santo Domingo, number 4, Chad Baker Mazzara. Head coach of the Trojans in his second season, Eric Musselman.
That's the Safeway starting lineup for the Trojans entering play here tonight at 7-0. First in the NCAA in made free throws per game at 23 per contest. Second in the NCAA in free throw attempts. And they're third in the NCAA in blocks per game. The Trojans do block 7.4 shots per contest. Ducks will have to get it inside, but perhaps hit some outside shots. Maybe this is the game the threes start to go for the Ducks.
It's just as simple as seeing one guy knock one down. Everyone else says, this is easy, I can do it, I remember how to do this. I look for Jackson Shelstad to get going early and often, be a leader out on the floor, be the floor general, and bring life into this Oregon offense.
The Ducks are dead last in the Big Ten in three-point percentage, 30% on the season, 18th in the conference.
Starting lineup, the home team, your big green, lightning yellow, Ducks of Oregon. At forward, 6'10", the junior from Baltimore, number 10, Kwame Evan Jr. At forward, 6'9", junior from Windermere, Florida, number 13, Sean Stewart. At forward, 6'7", junior from Houston, number 22, Devon Pryor. At guards, 6'4", senior from Brooklyn, number 5, Takai Simpkins. And a guard, a 6'1", junior from West Lynn, number 3, Jackson Shelstad. Assistant coaches, Mike Meniga, Yasir Roseman, Brian Fish, Josh Jameson, Tony Stubblefield. Head coach, year 16 with the Ducks, Dana Altman at our Oregon Ducks.
And that's the Safeway starting lineup for the Ducks. Safeway, official grocery partner and tailgate headquarters of the Oregon Ducks. Coming up on tip-off, brought to you by our friends at U.S. Bank. At U.S. Bank, they team together to support their customers and their communities. Stop by your local U.S. Bank branch today. U.S. Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Well, here we go. Big Ten play starts tonight. Ready or not, it's time for a league game. The Ducks wearing white, Ducks in green across the chest. Trojans are in red. Yellow Trojans written across the chest. A couple of Nike schools squaring off here. Second-year head coach Eric Musselman against 16th-year head coach Dana Altman, who is 5th among active coaches in career wins. Looking for the 5th of this season here tonight. The crew, Paul Zelk, Randy Richardson, and Michael Reed. The jump ball will be KJ Evans with Nate Biddle out tonight. He will not play against Ezra Asar, the 6'9" senior out of Atlanta, Georgia, transfer from the University of Utah. Crowd's filling in.
The pit crew is ready to go. It's a different atmosphere and a different feel when league play starts.
They're adjusting an extension cord courtside. Now ready for the U.S. Bank tip-off. Paul Zelk will throw it in the air. Asar and Evans both leap, and it's won by Evans to Takai Simpkins. We're underway at Matthew Knight Arena. Shellstad to Simpkins. Now Stewart dribbling to the right wing. Handoff there to Shellstad. Moves it to Evans. Evans to Pryor now. Pryor playing a little hurt today. Stewart over to the right side. Simpkins. Simpkins now to Evans. He fires a three. Missed it from the top. Rebound tipping around. Pryor fights for an offensive rebound, and a whistle stops play.
And that's what Pryor is so great at. Just has a nose for the basketball. Does a good job fighting for that offensive rebound. As he's fouled, Oregon baseline out.
Terrence Williams called for the foul. Shellstad into Pryor. Now to Simpkins up top. A new 20 on the shot clock. Bounce pass to Shellstad. Turns around and hits a jumper from the free throw line. Good.
Good sign for Oregon. Tough shot. Curling off that baseline screen. Good out of bounds play for Oregon. Great start for Jackson Shellstad.
Ducks have the early lead. Trojan ball now. And the Trojans throw it out of bounds. Chad Baker-Mazzara set it up and left wing and threw it too high out of bounds on the baseline.
And Oregon in that matchup zone is giving so many teams trouble just trying to figure out what it is.
Ducks pass ahead to Evans. He tries to run the floor himself. Blocked out of bounds by Kofi. And it'll be Oregon ball now, baseline out. Kofi. He blocks quite a few shots, about 2.5 a game.
A lot of contact. I thought there could have easily been a foul. The body.
Under a minute in into the first half and inbound to Evans. Ducks with an early 2-0 lead. Now to Shellstad. Shellstad dribbling against two defenders. Passes to Evans. Evans trying to go at himself into the middle of the lane. Lost the handle. Stewart able to corral it, but he traveled. Turnover for the Ducks. Gives it to USC.
Oregon doesn't want to see that ball stop there with KJ Evans and square up. Just go one-on-one. Keep the ball moving. Try to go inside out, one side to the other.
18:41 to go until halftime. Just getting rolling here at NCAA. Trojans are without Rodney Rice, 20-point-per-game scorer. Ducks without Nate Biddle tonight. Williams open for a left wing three, misses it a little short, grabs his own rebound, kicks it out of bounds. And it will be Oregon basketball. Ducks with a defensive stop. A decent look on the three, though, from Williams.
USC out in the full court man-to-man press.
Shellstad passes between two defenders to Evans. Ducks are able to set the half-court offense now. Shellstad, double screen, tries to pass it, does successfully to Evans. He now throws it to Pryor, tipped out of bounds off USC's Williams.
And the thing you notice right away from the USC defense is they're blitzing and trapping every pick and roll all the way out to half court with Jackson Shellstad.
A lot of hedged screens in Las Vegas. Shellstad faced two defenders an awful lot. Pryor sideline out of bounds, gets it into Evans. Evans now with 10 seconds. Goes around a Shellstad screen, attacking the basket, fouled by Kofi.
Nice job by KJ Evans with shot clock recognition. On the inbounds, he just had 10 seconds to go. Strong left-hand drive, drawing contact. He'll go to the line.
Evans a pretty good free throw shooter in his career. 78% this year, 76% overall, and he knocks down the first free throw. 3-0 Ducks, 18:05 to go in the first half. And Evans makes them both. The lefty true, it's 4-0 Ducks.
Really important for KJ Evans to kind of pick up Nate Biddle's scoring and inside presence for Oregon while he's out.
No doubt. Jerry Easter, the freshman out of Toledo. Passes it, now left elbow. Kofi takes it to the right elbow. Tries to spin, goes down to the deck. Stolen by Pryor. Ducks force a USC turnover. Pass ahead. Pryor going toward the basket with a step. No good off the backboard. Ducks fighting for it. Trojans come away with it. Baker Mazzara dribbles right wing. Now he fires a three. Misses it with his left hand. Rebound Trojans. Another attempt now from three. Kofi knocks it down. 29% from three. 4 of 14 coming in, and he hit that one.
Just too much airspace in the closeout from Sean Stewart.
Ducks ahead by 1 now as the Trojans are on the board for the first time. Evans now to Stewart. Stewart up top. Tries to go toward the basket. Met by two defenders. He kicks out to Evans for three. Off back iron. Rebound Trojans. Easter up the floor. Dish ahead to the right corner. Mazzara. Now to the free throw line. Assar. Has the ball deflected and stolen. Ducks force another turnover. The fourth already. And Stewart goes into the lane and an offensive foul is called. Lowered his shoulder and a Trojan down.
And as a defender, you know Sean Stewart is probably not going to shoot that shot. He's so athletic, so dangerous off the bounce and finishing around the rim. Good anticipation there from USC on defense. It's really been a defensive battle so far in this game.
Yeah, Kofi was the guy that took the charge. Now he's got the ball after he was a little slow to get up. Trojans down by 1 with the ball. Baker Mazzara circles to the left elbow, throws it to the right wing. Easter pass inside. Kofi with 7 to shoot. Kofi goes to work and he's able to score. Man, physical take.
And that's where Oregon misses Nathan Biddle and his shot blocking presence down low. Kofi able to finish that.
5-4 USC now. 5 straight by the Trojans after the Ducks led 4-0. Stewart and to Simpkins here. Simpkins now up top to the right wing. Shellstad around a screen. Pass. Pryor. Catch and shoot right wing. Hits the three.
Such a welcome sight for Dana Altman and the Oregon Ducks. Pryor, known for being a wonderful athlete, is able to knock that three in.
Ducks lead 7-5. Lob toward the bucket. Stewart deflects it away from Assar, and a foul is called.
It's good help side defense there from Stewart, kind of coming over on the lob pass. It's a little too much contact with the body. Still be called for the foul.
A 7-5 lead, Oregon. With 15:27 to go in the first half, we're going to see Ezekiel Demir coming in. Ducks ahead by 2 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
Coors Light is cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged for a smoother finish. It's got that crisp, refreshing taste that makes every moment cheering on your team even better. Plus, the mountains on the bottles and cans turn blue when your beer is Rocky Mountain cold. So you never have to guess if your Coors Light is ready to drink. So crack one open, take a sip, and enjoy the game. Coors Light. Choose chill. Celebrate responsibly.
Seven to 5, Oregon leading, have forced 4 turnovers. The Ducks have forced 4 turnovers against the Trojans so far. But only 2 points off of those turnovers. You said it's been a defensive struggle. There you go, right there.
It takes a little while for teams to adapt to that matchup zone. Are they in man-to-man? Are they in a 1-2-2? And it just kind of morphs depending on how your offense is. So important for Oregon to finish each possession with a box out. USC is going to shoot a lot of threes, a lot of long rebounds, as it'll be USC's ball baseline out of bounds.
Baseline out into Mazzara. He hits from the short corner. Boy, left short corner got it in quick, hit the jumper, and it's tied at 7. Ducks try to answer. Simpkins, left wing 3, knocks it down. Quick trigger, and the Ducks lead 10-7.
Another good sign for Oregon, shooting with confidence from the three-point line. Oregon back in the zone.
Dickerson into the game. Marion Dickerson now pass to the left corner, a 3 up and down. Jaden Brownell right off the bench, 35% from downtown on the year, and he hits it. Tied at 10. Desrick Lindsay will check in for the Ducks' next chance. Shellstad working it near midcourt. Pass to Simpkins, now to Evans, right corner. Trying to back down to the block. Has it stolen, tipped away. Trojans ball. Easter after the deflection by Mazzara. Mazzara trying to go left baseline here. Blocked from behind by Evans.
Mazzara with a nice kind of hesitation in and out dribble. Did not see KJ Evans coming from the weak side. Volleyball spiked that to the baseline out of bounds.
Tied at 10 with 14:26 to go in the first half. Lindsay's in the game as Evans steals the inbound near the three-point line. Taking it to the basket himself. Contested lay-in is good.
Good anticipation from KJ Evans. Nice finish with the offhand in transition.
He's got 4 points. Trojans back to offense. Right wing. Mazzara throws it to Dickerson. Dickerson attacking from the left wing. Gets to the bucket, throws it to the perimeter. Stolen. Simpkins steps in the way. Thrown ahead to Shellstad. Kept in bounds on the sideline. Now to Simpkins. Almost went to the USC bench as Dickerson fouls Simpkins around midcourt. Just a swipe to the ball.
That was an amazing catch from the sideline break from Simpkins to Shellstad. It actually hit the official in the shoulder as he was running by.
13:49 in the first half. Lindsay into Shellstad. Shellstad setting it with 14 to shoot. Passes it to Lindsay, attacking from the right baseline, gets under the basket, bounces it to Evans, deflected away. Evans had to steal it from going out of bounds, stolen away by the Trojans. Marsh ahead with it to Mazzara. Misses the three from the deep right wing. Ducks still ahead by 2. Rebound Oregon. Evans up the floor. Evans, handoff Simpkins. Simpkins, pass, Lindsay right wing back to Simpkins up top, now to Shellstad. Sets it left sideline near midcourt. Demir out for a screen. Hedged hard by USC. Slicing through 2 defenders. Now along 2. Good by Shellstad.
Shellstad's got the ball on a string as he comes up with the steal nearly.
USC able to keep possession.
Pace of play so fast.
14-10 Oregon. Ducks have made 4 straight field goals. Now Dickerson left wing and dribbling up top. Pass goes to Marsh. Marsh, help from an illegal screen, and Dines called for it. The 7'5" junior whistled for the foul. Another turnover for the Trojans, 3 of them in the last 2:19. Ducks have hit 4 straight field goals and have already forced 7 USC turnovers.
Dines just didn't come set on that high pick and roll. USC sets a lot of high ball screens, and Oregon coaching staff kind of politicking for that call early in the game.
12:34 to go in the first half. Ducks by 4. Pass down to Sasha Kobzisti, fresh into the game for 3, knocks it down.
Oregon feeling it from distance, shooting with confidence.
Kobzisti just a 25% triple shooter on the year, as now USC tries to answer with a 3 from the top. Brownell missed it from the top. Ducks rebound ahead by 7. Shellstad in and out. Rebound, Kobzisti back up. Tipped, no. Dines rebounds for USC. Great activity.
Easily been a goaltend there by number 16, Demir. Ball kind of been on the rim.
Trojans trying to go inside. Shot put style take by Marsh is short. Rebound by the Ducks. Lindsay passed away Lynn fresh into the game at the last whistle. Lynn trying to run. Pocket picked from behind. Deflected out of bounds. Timeout on the floor with 11:42 to go in the first half. This looks like a different Duck team than the one I saw in Vegas.
This has been a high-octane game so far. You can't relax for a second. USC comes right back, knocks down a 3. Oregon has looked very comfortable shooting from distance, a welcome sign for this Coach Altman Ducks basketball team.
17-10, Oregon leads USC here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially, like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give Duck fans more for the things they care about, more for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your Duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ed Council.
Put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Oregon basketball is sponsored by OCCU. Duck fans get more for the things they care about with remarkable checking and the Duck debit card. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit. 7-0 run for the Ducks, the last 2:41. Trojans have missed 4 straight. They've turned it over 3 times in the last 3 minutes. Ducks are playing with a lot of activity, both offensively and defensively early on.
And I know the records don't show it, and you look at USC sitting at 7-0 and 24th in the country, which can kind of be a little bit of fool's gold as the RPI extends out through the season. I think there's an argument that this could be the most talented team that they've faced, playing Cal Poly, Manhattan, Troy, Boise State.
Yep.
And so, you know, they've padded their schedule a little bit. Oregon has challenged themselves early, as it'll be Oregon ball, baseline out of bounds.
Near the corner, Lindsay will handle the inbound duty with 21 seconds on the shot clock. They get it into Shellstad, sets it to the right wing, angling toward the middle of the floor. Whistle away from the ball on Demir. Turnover for the Ducks.
Officials love to make that call. I feel sorry for the big men sprinting into those screens.
That's the 3rd team foul on the Ducks. Trojans pass to Marsh, left wing. On offense, down by 7. USC with it up top, Kofi. Give to Marsh. Marsh around a screen to the left side of the floor. Pass to the middle. Attacking. Easter into the middle of the lane. Underhand finish.
Great body control there from Easter. Switching hands in midair. Finger roll on the right side.
Lynn. Give to Demir beyond the arc. Now to Shellstad, left wing. Give to Kobzisti. Now Lynn. Lynn from the right wing. Pass to Kobzisti. Firing for 3. Off the mark. Rebound Trojans. Ducks by 5. Back on defense. Easter looking to attack. He gets by Demir under the basket. Stops his footing. Kick out to the perimeter. Kofi driving. Met by Demir. Good contest. Rebound on the miss. Kobzisti. Lynn ahead to the right wing. Still dribbling. Now picks it up and throws it to Lindsay and to Shellstad with 13 to shoot. Shellstad pulls up left elbow, hits.
And that's really Jackson Shellstad's signature move. 2 hard dribbles, little step back, so quick. Little 15-foot jumper there.
6 points. Ducks up 19 to 12. Shellstad, the Oregon leading scorer. Inside for Kofi. To work left block, able to lay it in. 19 to 14. Trojans answer back. Now the Ducks get it to Lynn, who travels. Pass goes from Shellstad to Lynn. Tried to set his feet, and he turned it over with a travel.
And that's just experience, just kind of settling in. Touching the ball a few times. Being able to get a sweat going. Getting up and down the floor a little bit. Wei Lin's going to be a great player for the Ducks. As Shellstad takes a break for Oregon.
Lynn Simpkins, Lindsay Evans, Pryor, the 5 for the Ducks. Right wing, Trojan ball. Easter, pass to Baker Mazzara. Now to the left corner, thrown back over to the right corner. Up top now, Kofi. Lob inside and a whistle.
They're going to get
jersey hold.
Lindsay on a hold. Anytime you wrap your arm around a player, just a really easy call for that baseline official.
Trojan inbound to the left wing. First foul on Lindsay. Now up top to Brownell for 3. No. Good box out and rebound by Evans. Second rebound for KJ, and he's just going to bring it up the floor himself. Give to Lynn. Up top. Gets by a defender. Is fouled on his way to the basket. Down the left side of the lane. Wei Lin to the line. Whistle against Brownell.
And Wei Lin is a guy that I think the Ducks coaching staff would like to see get going. He's a really versatile player, good shooter. Just kind of hasn't found his rhythm quite yet, but he has that potential.
It's the rhythm, and I think some of that will come with the shot selection as he misses here at the free throw line. Coach Altman said that he just needs to think about that shot selection more. And once he does that, I think he's going to have some confidence.
He's a guy that can give you 16, 18 points a game. He's only a sophomore.
Lynn hits the free throw. Ducks ahead 20-14. Mazzara across that timeline to the right wing now. Easter dribbling to the top of the circle now to Dickerson. Help from a screen. Pass to the right side. Easter catch and shoot way off the mark. Rebound by Evans, and he's pulled to the floor by a Trojan. That'll be a whistle against USC.
I think it was Asar.
It is on Asar. The second on Asar. You said fouling him out was the key.
He's so efficient on the offensive end, and he draws so many fouls as he'll go to the bench.
He's attempted 69 free throws this year. He's made 43 of them.
Shoots 70% from the floor from two.
39 of 56 coming in for Asar. Ducks ahead 20-14. Simpkins with the ball. Evans now back to Simpkins. Simpkins from the left wing attacking. Throws it to the corner. Now Lynn from the right wing. Too strong. Rebound USC.
Good possession from Oregon.
Good ball movement.
Baseline drive, baseline drift. Quick pass swing.
Mazzara now to the left elbow. Pulling up and hits the J. That's why he scores 20 a game.
And it just looks better with the left hand. USC has several players that are left-handed. It's my personal opinion.
20-16. Oregon with the lead. Simpkins with it. Pass goes to Lynn. Lynn from the right wing, trying to attack, getting to the basket, high off the glass, no good. Rebound, Trojans. Dickerson hit the deck hard, and he's staying down. This will be a media timeout with 7:53 remaining until halftime. Dickerson did hit the deck with a big thud.
Dickerson came over to shot pressure, Wei Lin driving on the right-hand side. Lin drawing three defenders, just kind of an awkward fall where Dickerson got his feet out from underneath him, landed hard. I hope he's okay.
They'll check on him as we go to a break. Oregon ahead 20-16 against the Trojans. Big Ten Conference opener here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, Jan from Toyota with a holiday message. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on.
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Palms facing you, then you're going to switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
Wow, the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Hear that? Exactly. That's the sound of McDonald's Extra Value Meal. Sausage McMuffin with egg, hash brown, small hot coffee, and sweet golden silence. All for only $5. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hi, Jan from Toyota with a holiday message. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on.
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Oregon basketball brought to you by Slocum Center. 59 years as the Ducks' official team doctors. And by Kohl's. Find holiday gifts on their wish list and yours with ease this season and get great deals along the way at Kohl's and Kohl's.com. We were just discussing during the break, well, let's just say the ambidextrous basketball player is the best.
Yeah, you have to be able to drive with both hands. I always always tell young players, if you want to average more points a game, be able to finish around the rim with both hands. But we're just talking Oregon lefties. Ronnie Lee, all-time leading scorer for the Ducks in the stands. Great to have him back here in the community. True Oregon legend, one of the kamikaze kids. And I think if you talk to him, I think he would say he could give you 2 really good minutes on defense right now.
I think if he went out there and you went out there, it'd be 2 real good minutes.
No one wants to see that.
Marsh with it as Oregon leads 20-16. Deflected on an entry pass. Brownell able to keep possession for the Trojans. Ducks defending tightly with 12 to shoot. Now to Williams. He tries to drive, kick out. Kofi thought about a 3. Now does fire the 3. Missed it. Shellstad rebound.
Almost had too much time to shoot that.
Yeah, he was open from the right corner. Now Jamari Phillips in the game for the Ducks. He catches left corner. Moves it to the top and passes to Simpkins. Ducks by 4 with possession. Simpkins right wing. Dish over to Shellstad, left side of the floor. Angles to his right. Takes it to the right elbow. Bounce pass to the perimeter. Extra pass to Evans, left wing 3. Yeah! Great job by Jamari Phillips. Didn't rush the 3. Passed it off to Evans, who knocked down the triple. 23-16 Ducks. Marsh now to the right corner. 3 up. USC answers. Brownell, 35% triple shooter, hit it. 23-19 now. Oregon leading.
They really don't give the defense much time to celebrate or rest. They're such a high-octane offense, averaging 92 points a game.
Phillips to Pryor now, left wing. Pryor hurt his groin in the game on Thursday. Able to play tonight. A good sign. Phillips, bounce pass to Evans, going toward the bucket, throws it to Pryor, deflected, now Shellstad to Simpkins for 3. Oh, 26-19.
Such a beautiful, high-arcing shot. Simpkins shooting with so much confidence.
He's 2 of 2 from 3. Now Williams for the Trojans, taking it toward the left block. Pass to the perimeter, 3 up and good from Mazzara. Answering with another 3. It's a 4-point game again. 26-22 Ducks after back-to-back 3s from both teams. Now Shellstad left wing into Evans. Handoff back to Shellstad. Middle of the floor. Shellstad. Screen. Pass. Bounce. Out to the perimeter. Evans hits Phillips, who knocks down a 3. 3 in a row for the Ducks. 29-22 Oregon.
Oregon is on fire from behind the arc.
6 of 11. Now USC trying to answer. Off the back of the cup. Kofi does answer from the top of the key. 4-point game again.
It has just been back and forth.
29-25 Ducks. Shellstad to Simpkins. Right side. Takes it to the middle of the lane. Stops. Throws it to Shellstad. Long 3. Oh! 32-25. 4 straight 3s. Shellstad caught it from NBA range, said, yeah, I'll just shoot it. Kofi now trying to drive. Met by Evans. Throws it back to the perimeter, out of bounds, over and back. Duck ball, leading 32-25.
And Jerry Easter, who was checking into the game, actually reached out and hit that ball.
Might have been savable.
It was a savable basketball. He was sitting next to the scorer's table, giving Oregon the possession. Oregon scorching from behind the arc.
4 straight 3s for the Ducks, leading 32-25. Oregon now 7 of 12, 58%. Jackson Shellstad, 9 points. Trying to do it himself here. Deflected, pass goes to Simpkins somehow. Now with 4 to shoot. Simpkins, another long 3. He got it.
That was a heat check. I expected Jackson to just walk over half court and let it go. Simpkins is warm. I can feel the heat from over here on the sideline.
5 straight 3s, Ducks by 10. This is Oregon's largest lead. Baker Mazzara handling it right wing for the Trojans. Around a screen. Baker Mazzara into the middle of the lane. Misses the float. Rebound, Evans. Can the Ducks make it 6 straight? Shellstad attacking. Lost the ball with some contact. Didn't get the call. Goes out of bounds on the baseline. Trojans force a turnover. Still a 6-0 run for Oregon. The last minute 6.
Shelstead trying to draw that foul on Kofi, turned in the corner, kind of threw his head back. Ball just went off his knee as he was driving to the left-hand side.
Ryan Cornish coming in for the first time for the Trojans, a rotation player. Only 4 minutes a game. 2 games played. USC ball now. Ducks up by 10. Trojans handling it, spinning. Kofi, pass to Cornish up top. He tries to drive, fakes, now goes to the bucket and lays it in.
Good misdirection, ball fake, shot fake from Cornish.
35 to 27. Missed a few numbers in there. 3:32 to play. Ducks leading. First half action. Pass now to Pryor. Pryor to Phillips, left side. Picks it up, passes to Shelstad. Standing on the O at midcourt with 9 to shoot. Shelstad tries to go down the right side. Acrobatic off-balance take, short. Rebound Kofi. Trojans outlet. And Baker Mazzara is bumped on the sideline. Whistle goes against Jamari Phillips with 3:11 to go in the first half. First on Phillips, 5th on the Ducks. Ducks are 5 of the last 6 from the floor, but the Trojans, 4 for their last 5.
And Oregon up 8, shooting the ball so well from behind the three-point line with 3 minutes and 11 seconds. Can they close out this first half with this offensive showcase they're putting on right now?
35 to 27 Oregon with 3:11 to go in the first half on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a dang green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. It's selected. Kenny Wayne's gonna pour. Kenny Wayne's gonna pour. Dang green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
Your home for Oregon hoops. This is Duck basketball from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
Joey Mack and Luke Jackson with 3:11 to go in the first half at Matthew Knight Arena. 35 to 27 Oregon leads in this game that is brought to you by Willamette Family. Hope, healing, and recovery from addiction. Oregon basketball also brought to you by our official grocery partner of the Oregon Ducks. Stop by Safeway to play the Score Big Sweepstakes and enter for a chance to win great prizes such as Duck gear, season tickets, and a whole lot more. 35-27 Oregon, a three-point barrage for the Ducks so far.
They're shooting 62% from 3, 52 from 2. Basketball game, first 2 minutes and the last 2 minutes of each half. Golden possessions coming up here for the Ducks if they can close out this first half. Definitely with the momentum in this basketball game against the USC Trojans. Kind of feels like Coach Altman has found a few smaller lineups and a little bit different style of play. It's working right now for these Ducks.
Said the Ducks would have to play more zone today. They have relatively successfully. Trojan ball. Baker Mazzara getting to the free throw line. He hits with the left hand and a foul call. It's on Simpkins. I guess he bumped him from the side.
Mazzara kind of jumped in to Phillips there.
Well, the foul went on Simpkins.
Oh, Simpkins on Simpkins as he kind of flailed as he'll go to line for the and one.
First USC free throw is good. 5-point game now. Oregon up 35-30 with 3:01 to go.
USC with some full court man-to-man pressure.
Into Shellstad.
So difficult. One-man press break, Jackson Shellstad.
And he's able to break it, passing ahead to Simpkins. Driving, rising to the rim, tipped on the miss by Evans, no good. Ducks able to keep possession. To Lindsey, right wing, now to Simpkins. Simpkins pass to the low block. Evans, extra pass to Lindsey, who lays it in. First bucket for Lindsey, 37-30 Ducks.
Really nice interior pass there from KJ Evans, recognizing the double team, dropping it off for the easy two.
Chad Baker Mazzara pass to Kofi now. Kofi, right mid post, going toward the low post, spinning to the basket, able to score over the front of the rim. That spin shot from Kofi is effective.
And that's what you give up when you play small ball. Oregon really doesn't have a choice with Nathan Biddle on the bench.
37-32 Ducks. Coming up on the 2-minute mark in the first half. Simpkins, help from an Evans screen, passes it to Lindsey, left side of the floor. A Trojan hit the deck, now to Evans, free throw line, lost the handle and a whistle after the steal. Trojan stole it. Whistle blows, contact against Oregon. It's on KJ Evans, his first. That's the 7th on the Ducks, 1-1 coming for USC.
And that's what you don't want to do as a player. When you turn it over, you don't want to compound it with a foul 60 feet from the basket.
USC free throw good from Kofi, the front end of the 1-1. Not the kind of guy you want at the line. He's 10 of 13 on the season. Hits them both. 37-34. Oregon leading. Under 2 minutes to go. Simpkins with an offensive foul. The push-off near midcourt.
Cornish really baited Simpkins into that push-off where he really just stopped, and Cornish could win an Academy Award as he flopped nearly all the way down to the free throw line from half court.
That's the 9th turnover by the Ducks. With 1:46 to go in the first half, it's 37-34 Oregon in front. Trojan ball. Easter, dish to the right wing, now back to the middle of the floor, Kofi. Kofi will try to attack, and he's met there by Evans, who deflects it. Ball goes out of bounds. No, saved by Evans from going out of bounds on the sideline. Now he outlets to Shellstad, breaking the USC defense down. Oregon ahead by 3. 1:23 to go in the first half. Bounce pass to Pryor, left wing. Pryor attacking into the middle of the lane. Passes to Evans, who loses the handle, able to get it back to Lindsey from the left wing. Lindsey to the elbow. Now to Phillips. 3-ball up. Missed it off to the right. Tip. Trojan ball. Baker Mazzara comes away with it. 1:05 left in the first half. Ducks trying to hold the lead. 37-34. Trojans pass it inside to Kofi, who's able to dunk. Shellstad went for the steal, didn't get the steal. And a dunk from Kofi.
Trojans just a little bit late on that defensive rotation, giving Kofi the easy slam. Oregon needs to close this half out with 43 seconds.
Trojans are on a 6-0 run. They've hit 4 of their last 5 as the Ducks get it to Lindsey. Now to Shellstad. Shellstad left wing, dribbling, trying to attack, throws it to Evans. Right corner 3. Missed it, back iron, rebound grab by Easter, and a whistle. Foul on Jamari Phillips. His second. And that sends the Trojans to the line. A chance to tie the game. Drew Carter's coming in for Jamari Phillips.
And that's where those little things that matter so much. Fouling in a 1-on-1 situation 90 feet from the basket, where I think there can be some growth there by Phillips, who's got so much potential.
Front end of the 1-on-1, good. So Easter ties this game at 37 apiece. At one point, it was 35-25 at the 4:36 mark. Ducks pushed it to a double-digit lead. And now the Trojans can't answer that time. Easter doesn't give the Trojans the lead, but now Oregon turns it over. Baseline out of bounds after the bucket is stolen by Mazzara. He's able to lay it in, and the Trojans pull out to a now 39-37 lead.
Mazzara really just baited Oregon's offensive player there, acting like he was running back on defense, and then just switched directions, got a hand on it before Shellstead could go up the floor, and he lays it in. Oregon wants to talk about it, down 2 with 17 seconds.
It's a 9-0 run now for USC. Again, the Ducks led by as many as 10 and have since turned it over 4 times in the last 4 minutes and 19 seconds. Scoring drought of nearly 2.5 minutes for the Ducks. It's a 14-2 run for USC the last 3:29. Trojans have hit 5 of their last 6. They're right back in this game.
Early in the game, it seemed like USC was really trying to get comfortable with the matchup zone. They play an NBA style of offense, and they've really looked to try to pick on matchups, as Oregon has had multiple players in the game. Oregon's got to go the full length of the floor here.
17.2 seconds left on that first half clock. Oregon down 39-37. Shellstad gets it across. Now works it toward the right elbow. Pulling up, jump shot, good. One of his signatures to tie it at 39. Trojans at the buzzer heave, and it's over the backboard. At halftime, we're tied at 39.
How many times has Jackson Shellstead hit a big shot at the end of the half or the end of the game? He's one of the best closers in the country with his ball, with his hands on the ball late in the shot clock, late in the half.
11 points for Shellstad, leading the Ducks. The only Duck in double figures. It's Oregon 39, USC 39. And a timeout on the floor sends us to the Toyota halftime report here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Your burger is served.
Thank you.
And this is our finest Pepsi Zero Sugar. The sweetness of Pepsi perfectly balances the savory notes of your burger, while the citrus and carbonation elevates the taste for a truly stunning flavor profile.
Now that is one perfect combination. Burgers deserve Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. Hey, Duck fans, it's a great day for a Duck game. We got a big party going, and Kenny Wheaton has joined the party. Whoa, the Ducks are going to need some refreshments here. There's a dang green IPA from Hop Valley in the corner of the cooler. It's selected. It's selected. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Kenny Wheaton's going to pour. Dang green, the most incredible choice for a football game.
The official craft beer of the Ducks is Dang Green.
Hop Valley Brewing Company, Portland, Oregon. Please celebrate responsibly.
You're listening to Duck Basketball on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
This message is for Shauna, my mom, who just finished her high school diploma. I wanted to say I'm so proud of you for finishing school. You taught me it's never too late to achieve your dreams. I hope to make you as proud as you have made me.
When you graduate, they graduate. Finish your high school diploma for you and for them. Visit finishyourdiploma.org to find free and supportive adult education centers near you. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Don't act like that. Don't wear that. Don't think that. I've heard everything you tell yourself every time you felt different. And I want you to know that you can be vulnerable and powerful. That taking care of your mind is taking care of everyone you love and who loves you. Love your mind. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. Brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
This is the Toyota Halftime Report on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield. Toyota, let's go places. A first half recap along with scores from the Big Ten and the rest of college basketball. And the first half stats. They're all right here. Now let's go back courtside. Here again, Joey Mack.
Toyota Halftime Report along with Luke Jackson, our statistician John Lundquist, putting things together. Well, a lot to unpack. Oregon shooting 50%, 14 of 28, 53% from 3, 8 of 15, and 3 of 4, 75% at the foul line. Trojans, 56% shooting, 15 for 27, 42% from 3, 5 of 12, and 80%, 4 of 5 at the foul line. Ducks have turned it over 10 times. Trojans have turned it over 8 times. Each team has 10 points off turnovers. Ducks led by as many as 10. It was 35-25, and now it's tied 39-39 here at halftime. What do you make of the first half?
Well, Oregon did not close out that half, and we talked about it with about 3.5 minutes to go. They're up 8. You have some golden possessions where you want to be sure that they come out of a timeout, 2 turnovers, 3 fouls, 70 feet from the basket. Give USC an opportunity to breathe life into their offense. USC averages 92 points per game, so they're on a clip right now to be under that by 14. They're not going to go away. Oregon, 73 points per game. They're kind of right on track, maybe a little bit ahead. You have to like the way Oregon is shooting the ball, but they need to finish at the offensive end, and then don't compound a mistake. Maybe you turn it over, don't foul in transition. Smart place. But I would say this Oregon coaching staff has found a small lineup that is working, that's playing in rhythm with confidence to compete with this USC team.
He's Luke Jackson. I'm Joey Mack, and Ashley Gentry's got some scores for you in the OSN studio as we continue with the Toyota Halftime. Ducks and Trojans tied at 39 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
Hello, is this Pacific Source Health Plans?
This is a health plan.
I'm trying to reach Pacific Source. I know I'll get a person on the phone when I call them.
What do you think I am?
I mean, you sound like a person.
That's what counts.
Automated systems can do a lot, even sound a lot like people. What automated systems can't do is offer the quality our members rely on, empathy. When you call Pacific Source Health Plans, you'll talk to a person who cares.
What did you say your name was?
Nexa 9000.
Deep in the woods. Deep in the woods. This is the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
How serious is youth vaping? Irreversible lung damage serious. 1 in 10 kids vape serious, which warrants a serious conversation from a serious parental figure, like yourself. Not the seriously know-it-all sports dad or the seriously smart podcaster. It requires a serious conversation that is best had by you. No, seriously, the best person to talk to your child about vaping is you. To start the conversation, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
You know you make me wanna take my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now, so good to see you real.
The Toyota Halftime Report continues with a check of scores from around the country. Once again, to Ashley Gentry in the Learfield Network Studios.
Well, Big Ten play opens up for the Ducks against a visiting number 24 USC, and it is knotted up at 39 apiece at the halfway mark deep in the woods. Ashley Gentry here with you, running through the rest of the Big Ten and top 25 this evening. As for the Big Ten, well, Ducks and Trojans, the last game on the docket for today. We've got some final scores for you to report across the rest of the conference. Number 1, Purdue. They open up Big Ten play on the road against Rutgers, and they get the win 81-65. Rutgers now 5-4 on the season and suffer their first conference loss. Then number 7, Michigan State. They were at home tonight hosting Iowa. Both teams coming in at 7-0. One team would have to walk away a loser, and it would be the Hawkeyes. They fall to number 7, Michigan State, 71-52, the final score. Spartans now 8-0, 1-0 in Big Ten play and remain unbeaten. Penn State, they get a win at home out of conference against Campbell, 87-76 for 8-1 on the season. Unbeaten at home at 6-0. They did suffer one loss on the road a few weeks back to Providence, but they get the win tonight, 87-76 the final. And Maryland at home as well in a non-conference matchup, and they get the win over Wagner, 89-63 for 6-3 on the early season for the Terrapins. That's how it looks across the rest of the Big Ten. As for women's basketball, though, they're 9-0 to start the season. They edge Auburn on the road, 58-53. Both teams going into that game unbeaten, and the Ducks remain unbeaten. They'll host Oregon State tomorrow night at 6 o'clock Pacific. Rivalry night at Matthew Knight Arena. Be sure to show up and tune in and cheer on your Oregon Ducks. But as for the men, they're knotted up at 39 apiece with number 24 USC at the halfway mark. We're going to take a quick timeout and come back and get you caught up on the top 25 right after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Oregon Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Hey, Duck fans, Jerry Allen here. You know me. I love great teamwork, and nobody builds a stronger lineup than Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking.
That's right, Jerry. For over 45 years, we've built fences, decks, and patio covers across the Northwest. And now we're bringing that craftsmanship home to Duck Country.
Eugene, get ready. Rick's brand new showroom opens February 2026, just in time to get your backyard ready for spring.
Come see us, meet the team, and start planning your next backyard project. Visit ricksfencingeugene.com to schedule your free estimate today.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking. Built right, built Rick's. Proud sponsor of the Oregon Ducks.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong. You are fearless. You are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Wherever you are in life, once a duck, always a duck. That's OCCU. Since 1956, OCCU has helped the University of Oregon community take flight financially. Like our remarkable checking and duck debit card that give duck fans more for the things they care about. More for the game, more for gear, more for a bright future. Earn interest, show your duck devotion, and start earning more today. Learn more at myoccu.org/getduckdebit.
I'm coming home to the place that I remember, back to the land of my first love. But you spread wide your arms for this wayward son. I left my heart in Oregon.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Oregon. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the express written consent of the University of Oregon and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Oregon.
Welcome back inside the Learfield Network studios. We are under 5 minutes away from tip-off on the second half. Ducks hosting number 24 USC and it's 39 all halfway through this matchup. Quick look at the top 25 as we took you through the Big Ten just a minute ago. 2 other games underway currently. Number 21 Kansas at home hosting number 5 UConn. UConn trailed at the half, but they've taken the lead with under a minute to go. 59-54 your current score. Then number 16 North Carolina out in Lexington taking on number 18 Kentucky for the ACC SEC Men's Challenge. It's a 49-44 Kentucky lead with about 12 to go in the second half. As for the rest of the games, they've gone final. A couple of them coming out of the Big Ten. Number 7 Michigan State victorious over Iowa 71-52, while number 1 Purdue wins it on the road over Rutgers 81-65. Then a ranked matchup, top 15 for you. Number 4 Duke at home against number 15 Florida, and it's about as close as you can get. Blue Devils win by 1, 67-66, the final score to remain unbeaten on the season. And Syracuse completes the upset over number 13 Tennessee. Final score 62-60. Tennessee drops their second of the season. That's all the time we have from here for now. Back deep in the woods, it's all knotted up at 39 apiece. Oregon versus USC. Second half coming up right after this on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis.
He's got it!
So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
You're listening to Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. Duck Basketball. On the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
And here's Heather with the weather.
Well, it's beautiful out there, sunny and 75, almost a little chilly in the shade. Now, let's get a read on the inside of your car. It is hot. You've only been parked a short time and it's already 99 degrees in there. Let's not leave children in the back seat while running errands. It only takes a few minutes for their body temperatures to rise, and that could be fatal.
Cars get hot, fast, and can be deadly. Never leave a child in a car. A message from NCAA and the Ad Council.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
You know you make me wanna take my heels up and throw my hands up and throw my head back and come on now.
Wrapping up the Toyota halftime back at Matthew Knight Arena. I'm Joey Mack along with Luke Jackson. Ashley Gentry will have some more scores for you coming up. Big Ten play begins tonight. Oregon and USC tied at 39 entering the second half. Same starters both ways. That means Shellstad, Simpkins, Evans, Pryor, and Stewart out there for the Ducks. And Stewart did not play a whole lot in the first half for the Ducks. Just 5 minutes because he picked up 2 relatively quick fouls.
Coach Altman electing to play 11 players in the first half as Oregon comes out again in the zone.
USC ball and a travel. Baker Mazzara walked, turn it over to the Ducks. Tied at 39, Oregon to offense quickly. Evans has it, steps to the bucket, now gives to Pryor, who angles to the middle of the floor, pass to Simpkins, and now Shellstad beyond the arc, setting it up. Dribble the right side, weaving around the perimeter to Simpkins. Simpkins. Bounce inside to Stewart, right block. Off the glass, misses it, ball's tipped, and saved from going out of bounds off the Trojans. Asar whistled for it, and they're going to review it.
Officials take a look at that one. It's just a hustle play. Both players, Asar and KJ Evans, hit the ball and then tried to kind of dodge it as it went out of bounds. That kind of deflected off both of their legs. So We'll take a look at it at the scorers table.
Asar was pretty convinced.
Yeah, he went straight.
It sounds like USC is challenging it. So it's not just the officials electing for a review, it is a challenge.
It could have easily been a kick ball initially by Asar, who I think maybe kicked it into Evans' foot. Question is, did it hit Asar again? It's a tough angle right in front of the Oregon bench, and everyone was kind of up off their feet looking at the play.
See if there's any indication in the video review. Officials said it was Oregon's ball.
It's nice to see Devin Pryor out there on the floor, healthy for the Oregon Ducks. If you haven't been to a game yet, he is just an athletic high flyer. Every time he gets around the rim, looks like just a human pogo stick.
Well, and nice to see him hit a three tonight. Pryor 1 of 1 from 3. Now up over 38% on the season. He was 24% in his career coming into this game, but hadn't attempted a ton, but was at 26% at one point when I checked the stats in it. 19% in his career coming in. It's nice to see him hit from the outside, too.
And as a player, you knock down a 3. Now the defense has to respect that. You've got the counter, shot fake, and drive to the rim, which is really his strength. He does an amazing job of attacking the offensive glass and creating extra possessions for the Oregon Ducks. Looks like they're going to give it to USC.
Yeah. USC wins the challenge. So the possession now goes in favor of the Trojans. Still tied at 39. The other thing with Pryor, he's averaging 4 rebounds a game, and he's had some impressive rebounding nights. That's big from the forward who stands at 6'7".
As far as controlling the tempo of the game, I think you have to give the nod to Coach Altman and the Oregon Ducks. And I think their 1-2-2 tempo press, where they're really not trying to steal it, just slow it down, take some time off the shot clock, and force you into an awkward decision in sort of a glorified man, but with a zone look. Trying to stop the Trojans averaging nearly 92 points a game is a tough ask, especially with Biddle out of the game.
19:27 left to play. Still tied at 39 after a review here at the beginning of the second half. So USC ball. Sideline out. Into Easter. Pass to Baker Mazzara and back to Easter. Trojans working around the perimeter to Kofi now. Up top to the right wing. Baker Mazzara drives by Simpkins. Reverse acrobatic take. Quite the finish to break the tie. Now the Trojans by 2. Baker Mazzara now has 14 points. Evans up top for the Ducks. Left wing Pryor, bounce into Stewart. Stewart backing down. Passes to Pryor, right back inside to Evans, deflected, stolen. Trojans the other way. Behind the back dribble, Asar to the basket, somehow finishes it.
He is so efficient around the rim, shooting 70% from field goal. Amazing off-balance finish through contact for Asar.
It's above 70% now. He's 1 for 1 in this game. That's his first bucket. He had 2 fouls in the first half as the Ducks get it under the basket to Simpkins. Great motion away from the ball. He was wide open, took the pass, laid it in.
Classic first screen spread offense. Simpkins was wide open for several seconds before he got the ball.
Now Kofi tries to answer, driving down the right side, and he's fouled by Sean Stewart. That's his third. Ducks down by 2 with 18:09 to go.
Really an undisciplined foul there. Sean Stewart coming over and help, just needed a wall up, make it difficult. As Kofi goes to the line for 2. Kind kind of overextended, came down on his arms, drawing the foul.
Kofi free throw is good. Kofi, a 77% foul shooter. He's got 17 points tonight, 3 for 3 at the line. Kofi's next attempt. Off the mark. Rebound, fighting for it. Kofi out of bounds on the sideline. Ball deflected away. It's Oregon's. Kofi, though, gave it a good run.
Yeah, Kofi's done a nice job tonight scoring the basketball, and this is all without USC's leading scorer, Rodney Rice, out of the game.
Yep. As Evans tries to bring it across the timeline, and he's fouled. Yeah, Evans has played well, and I think with Nate Biddle absent, we've talked about how Evans has needed to step up, and with Rodney Rice absent for the Trojans in this game, he also not playing. They filled the void with Kofi 17 and Baker Mazara's 14. Duck ball, bounce pass into a Trojan. Looking for Evans, turned over. USC back to offense, leading by 3. Kofi loses the handle, passes it though to Baker Mazara. Now Baker Mazara dribbling to the top. He fires a triple, misses it off the rim, rebounds Simpkins. Simpkins looks to run quickly to Evans. Evans fouled by Baker Mazara, going up to the bucket.
That nearly could have been called an intentional foul, as Mazara, I guess he was going for the basketball there. Hard foul, not allowing KJ Evans to get the ball up to the rim. Still go for 2.
17:30 left to play. Evans at the foul line after the first foul on Baker Mazara. Short from number 10 in white tonight.
Feel the momentum shifting just a little bit as Coach Altman kind of cheer on his team.
Next one is good. Simpkins defending the ball. Easter gets it to the right side. Baker Mazara now a 3 from the corner. Brownell hit it. 47-42. And the Trojans kicked the ball as Shellstad tried to pass it across the timeline. Off the foot of Kofi, it's 47-42 USC.
Fundamentally, USC, for scoring 92 points a game, they do such a nice job. I know Earl Boykins works with a lot of these players, the 12-year NBA veteran on the bench for Coach Eric Musselman.
Pryor, pass to Evans. Evans attacking to the free throw line, spins toward the bucket, contested, fouled.
That's a veteran move from KJ Evans, and I'm not sure he does that a year or 2 ago. Under control, gets into the lane, goes through contact, draws a foul. Simple play. Get yourself to the free throw line.
Second foul on Brownell, the third on the Trojans in the second half. 16:56 on the game clock. Evans hits the free throw. It's 47-43. KJ's got 9 points, 4 of them at the line. Make it 10 points, 5 of them at the line.
Oregon comes out in the press.
Easter dishes it over to Kofi. Now the Ducks back off as USC sets the half-court offense. Easter pass to Kofi, left wing. Inside now to Asar. Asar spins to the bucket. Tough take. Rebound on the miss by Stewart. Keeps it in bounds to Shellstad. Shellstad looking to run. Simpkins, Pryor, back to Simpkins, right wing, 3 ball. Back iron. Rebound Evans, offensive board. Left block. Passes, Simpkins. 10 to shoot. Resetting to Shellstad. Shellstad. Step back 3 from the top. Short. Rebound, USC.
Shellstad really didn't get a clean pickup off that step back. Left it short.
Baker Mazara tied up by Pryor as he was spinning toward the basket. The Ducks dive for the ball and knock it out of bounds. Stewart dove for it, And he deflected it away from Shellstad, who would have been able to pick that up mid-stride and go up the sideline.
As an Oregon fan, that's something to root for. You have two guys diving on the floor. They didn't come up with the play, but the effort is there. And those type of plays, those are winning basketball plays for the Oregon Ducks, as Stewart and Pryor will come to the bench.
16:02 to play with 19 on the shot clock. The Trojans inbound it to Easter, who circles around, and down the right side he goes for an easy lay-in. 49-44 as the blistering pace continues. Shellstad fighting a lot of the defense on the dribble. Now, Evans fakes a man in the air, gets a man in the air, and goes to the bucket for a lay-in. Fouled on the way there. He'll go to the line for an and one.
Coach Altman has got to love that basketball play from KJ Evans. Shot fake, gets a man in the air, puts his head down, and he Euro steps and finishes with contact, drawing the and one. That is such athleticism for the Oregon big man.
15:45 to go. Foul goes on Baker Mazzara, his second, fourth on USC already. First media timeout with 15:45 left. Ducks are down 49-46 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, Jan from Toyota with a holiday message. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on.
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
If you're looking for a great reason to get that new set of wheels for your car or truck, look no further than Wheel Week at Les Schwab Tires, where you can save 15% on select wheels from your favorite brands, including Raceline, Icon, Method, Vox, and Fuel. Whether you're upgrading or looking for the perfect gift, get a great deal on new wheels this holiday season. Stop by a store or book an appointment today. Les Schwab Tires. Get more from less. Limited time offer while supplies last. See leschwab.com/sale.
A pepperoni pizza for the table. May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Pepsi is proudly distributed by locally owned Bigfoot Beverages. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi.
Hi, Jan from Toyota with a holiday message. Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on.
Dealer inventory may vary. Toyota-thon ends January 5th. See your participating dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Oregon basketball brought to you by Les Schwab Tire Centers. Proud to support Oregon basketball, where performance and reliability shine, just like their top-rated tires. Oregon Hoops also brought to you by Pacific Source. With health coverage for individuals, families, employers, and Medicare eligibles, Pacific Source is the local health plan that does what's right, not just what's required. What's required to win this game?
Well, in this timeout, Oregon down 3, 15:45 in the second half. USC has met Jackson Shellstad with a double team or a trap over half court every single possession, almost daring the rest of the team to make the play. They're saying, we're not going to let Shellstad beat us. KJ Evans not settling for three, driving. They've got numbers. They're playing 5-on-4 or 4-on-3 with two defenders at half court. Make the simple play. Don't settle for early threes, and then understand there's going to be times for golden possessions where you got to get the ball in the right hands.
Evans for the and one. Too strong. Whistle. And a violation against Baker Mazzara, so Evans gets to shoot again.
Nice awareness from the official at midcourt, snagging a candy that was thrown in. Hazard out on the floor.
Next one from Evans. Makes the second effort. 13 points, leading Oregon tonight, KJ Evans. Ducks within 2. 15:37 to play. Baker Mazzara has his pass stolen by Shellstad. Shellstad intercepts the ball. 10th turnover for USC. Evans sets a screen for Shellstad here. Pass now to Evans around the perimeter. Inside to Demir. Fresh into the game. Ezekiel Demir misses the take. Gets the miss. Puts it up again. No. Tip up again by Lindsay. No. USC rebound.
Great deep position there by Demir. Just need to finish around the rim.
Trojans quickly under the basket at the other end. Asar misses. Ball tipped up. No. Out of bounds. Deflected off the Ducks.
Asar doesn't miss many of those.
No,
Oregon lucky to get out of there. Just a baseline out of bounds to USC. USC really potent out of baseline out of bounds. They're in a 1-4 flat set.
15:02 to play. Into Kofi. Now Asar near the left elbow. Asar to Easter. Top of the key. Dribbles to the right elbow. Steps to the bucket. Lays it in. Demir went for the swat on the help defense and missed. 51-47 Trojans. Now Simpkins. Bounces it to Evans. Going to the bucket. Evans. Tough take. No good. Rebound Trojans. Asar looks to run the floor. Asar. Dish now to Kofi. Slows it down. Easter. Goes against the screen. Down the left side. Easter to the basket. Draws the contact. He'll go to the line for two.
And that's a tough call. Could have gone either way. Oregon wants the same call with KJ Evans driving to the lane on the other side. Way more contact on that end.
First foul on Shellstad. Second on the Ducks. Sending Easter to the line. He has not attempted a lot this year. Just 2 of 3 at the free throw line. Coming into the game. 1 of 2 tonight. Short. 51-47 USC. Second free throw from Easter. The 6'5" freshman. Short. Demir rebounds the miss. Still a 4-point lead for USC. Ducks need a bucket here, shooting just 25% in the second half, 2 of 8 and 0 of 2 from 3. Shellstad bounce to Evans out of the double team. Evans dribbles, handoff, Lindsay back to Shellstad near midcourt, 10 to shoot. Shellstad angles right, passes to Evans, fakes, gets a man in the air, stepping toward the basket, contested, missed the take, rebound Trojans.
And that's what USC is willing to give the Ducks. Get the ball out of Shellstad's hands, make someone else beat you. Got to finish around the rim. Oregon getting good looks, just not able to convert.
Now the Trojans work it to the right wing. 3 up from Brownell. Whistle on the rebound attempt. A miss, a little too strong from Brownell. Stewart checking in for Evans. Missed 3-pointer by Brownell, and it, I think, just bounced over the backboard out of bounds.
Oh, an ill-advised shot. He took that 3 from about 25 feet early in the shot clock.
Simpkins. Running point. Stewart sets a screen. Simpkins around it. Down the right side. Contested. Whistle. He'll go to the line.
You've got to like the way Oregon is attacking the rim, not settling for threes. USC doesn't show or hedge or switch on that screen. Simpkins gets deep in the lane and draws contact.
2 free throws here for Simpkins. Free throw good.
Big minutes for big Ezekiel Demir as KJ Evans getting a quick breather, playing so well for Oregon.
Next free throw good. 2-point lead for USC. Trojan ball. Kofi passes to Easter. Easter dish to the right. Asar trying to attack into the middle of the lane. A whistle. And it'll go against Pryor with 12:58 to go. Asar draws the foul.
And that's what he's so good at, putting his head down, finishing around the rim and drawing fouls. That's a tough guard for Demir on the perimeter, and that's what you give up on the baseline in that matchup zone.
Massar for 2 here. Free throw good.
They look for Coach Altman to maybe mix up the defense just a little bit as USC's kind of gotten comfortable with that matchup zone. Just a little different look here in the second half.
Next free throw good. Ducks have missed 4 straight, one of their last 7 from the floor. 4-point lead for USC. Bounce to Pryor, right wing. Pryor now bounce to Shellstad. Shellstad to Lindsay, right side. Pulls up right corner, short corner over the top. Rebound Asar. Baker Mazzara, right wing. Pass now to Asar, spinning to the basket. Blocked by Demir. Trojans keep possession. Brownell to Asar. Another chance for him. Asar trying to get to the basket. Stolen by Stewart. Outlet to Shellstad. Ducks have a 1-on-3. Shellstad to Pryor. Pryor pass to Lindsay. He's blocked from behind and he'll go to the line.
Shellstad had Pryor for the lob, but he just kind of mishandled the basketball. Good job fighting down low by Lindsay. Oregon's forwards do such a good job scrapping second and third efforts. As Lindsay will go to the line.
12:07 left. Lindsay misses the free throw, still a 4-point Trojan lead. Brownell now has 3. Wei Lin coming in for Shellstad, 12:07 to go. Evans is going to come back in for the Ducks. Stewart out.
This is the first time in this game that Oregon has gone with 2 bigs, with Demir and Evans on the floor at the same time. Big minutes for Wei Lin.
Lindsay's second free throw is good as the Ducks hit the half-century mark. It's 53-50. Ryan Cornish, running point. Haven't seen Dickerson back in the game after that hard fall for USC. They're already without Rodney Rice. Now Baker Mazzara, right wing, dribbling between his legs. Help from a couple screens. Toward the left elbow. Step back 3. Back iron. Long rebound Brownell. Passes to Kofi. Looking to go right baseline. Spinning against Demir. He's blocked. Trojans, though, keep possession again. Asar to Cornish for 3. He got it.
Just can't give USC those extra chance points, but great job initially by Demir sliding his feet.
Ryan Cornish with 5. It's 56-50 USC. Now Lindsay. Hop to the left mid-post and a shot put take good. 56-52.
Good read there, keeping the defender on his back, coming off the pick and roll. Little floater in the lane for Lindsay.
Baker Mazzara trying to go down the left side. Left hand finger roll. Missed it, but a foul bails him out. It's on Demir. Couple of blocks for Ezekiel, but didn't get that one clean.
He's really stepped up and played well defensively with Biddle on the bench. Oregon looking for rim protection. Been impressed the last few possessions. Sliding his feet and protecting that rim for Oregon against USC as they're down 4 with just 10:59 left in the second half.
56-52 Trojans. Timeout on the floor here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
High-quality organic food should be available to everyone at a better value. That's why Safeway offers O Organics. Hundreds of USDA-certified organic products exclusively in our stores. From fruits and vegetables to chicken and olive oil and frozen treats to baby food, you'll find a huge selection of organic items for the whole family at Safeway. Food you feel good about eating and serving. Look for O Organics products throughout Safeway. O Organics. Organic for all.
Hear that? Exactly. That's the sound of McDonald's Extra Value Meal. sausage McMuffin with egg, hash brown, small hot coffee, and sweet golden silence. All for only $5. Price and participation may vary. Promotion pricing may be lower than meal pricing. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Hey college hoops fans, it's sideline reporter Molly McGrath teaming up with Evan Williams Bourbon to welcome you to Bourbon Nation, the home of game day spirit. From the couch to courtside, Evan Williams is with you for every tip-off and buzzer beater. Because we might be divided by the score, but we're united by the pour. Find a bottle near you at evanwilliams.com and make this extra-aged Kentucky bourbon a part of your game day tradition. Go Ducks! Evan Williams Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Bardstown, Kentucky, 43% alcohol by volume, must be 21 plus. Enjoy responsibly.
I want you to know. I said I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby.
Oregon basketball brought to you by Coors Light. Proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Celebrate responsibly. 56-52. Trojans have kept this a 4-point lead much of the second half, where USC is shooting 43%, 6 of 14, and the Ducks are 3 of 11, 27% here in the second half. But the Ducks have done a good job denying Kofi. At 16 at the break, now with 1 here in the second half.
Yeah, they have. I think Demir's played well defensively. Pryor, Stewart, Lindsey, the trio of forwards for Oregon. I think the biggest adjustment offensively is USC denying Jackson Shelstad and daring the rest of the team to score. Shelstad needs to draw those two defenders out at half court, make the simple pass, and then it's just 4-on-3 for Oregon. Make the simple play, space the floor, and knock down shots.
Just under 11 minutes to go here at Matthew Knight Arena. After the foul on Demir, Asar, will go to the line, shooting 2. First bounces in.
Asar really kind of punches above his weight class. He's only about 6'5", 6'6". I know they have him listed at 6'9". Maybe 6'7" at best, but he's so strong and athletic.
Next attempt from Asar. Rims in. 58-52. Shelstad runs point. Shelstad to Lynn. Lynn, bounce pass to Stewart. Stewart trying to go toward the low block, under the basket, attempting to dish it to Pryor, lost it to the Trojans and Mazzara. Now to Cornish, left corner. Trojans trying to drive baseline. He hits an acrobatic shot, wants the foul with the basket.
That's what Cornish will do. We've already seen it twice where he draws fouls, offensively and defensively, kind of baits players just to draw the foul. And that was almost an and-one acrobatic shot from behind the backboard, and it went in from about 17 feet.
Trojan baseline out of bounds after the foul on Lynn, his first. Simpkins back in the game for him here. Trojans firing up a triple. Stewart trying to rebound it, and he's fouled. Trojans, Mazzara fired one up from the right wing. Pretty quick release he's got. But the whistle goes against Kofi, his third.
Kofi just knocked Stewart to the floor. Easy call for the official.
That's the 7th already on the Trojans.
Oregon will be in the 1-and-1 the rest of the half. Free throws are going to play a factor coming down the home stretch with just over 10 minutes to play in the second half. Oregon down 6.
Stewart bounces it in.
Not known for being a great foul shooter.
48% this year.
Kind of has an interesting release where it's tough to head into the lane to rebound.
Next one is short. Rebound Pryor. Ducks down 58-53. 10:15 to play. Shellstad to the left wing. To the top now, Stewart. Give there to Simpkins. Around to Stewart screen. Tries to go to the bucket. Kicks back to the right side. Evans catch and shoot three. Yes! Ducks within 2.
And that was just a great movement away from the ball. If KJ Evans would have stayed in his spot, but he relocated and was wide open for 3. Great find by Simpkins.
9:48 to play. Trojans, acrobatic attempt toward the bucket and a tripping foul called against the Ducks. And Dana Altman can't believe it.
And they may take a look at this where it appeared that he just kind of lost his balance.
It looked like Baker Mazzara did lose his balance as Simpkins stepped to try to swipe to the ball. The whistle goes against Oregon Simpkins, which would be his 3rd.
They won't make it a shooting foul as USC inbounds it.
To Kofi, and now a whistle near the sideline against Oregon. I think that's on Pryor. It is.
And Joey, do you think that Musselman is coaching these guys up? I mean, they draw fouls like crazy.
They do. They've attempted more free throws than anyone in the country at this point.
They throw their head back. They get into your body. They bait you. They shot fake.
So 1-1 now for the Trojans after the 7th foul against the Ducks. Baker Mazzara, an 86% foul shooter. Good on the free throw.
And even on that play, Asar fell down trying to draw a foul where there was no contact. Stewart stepping in just on a routine box out, and Asar hits the floor. It's got to be coming from the coaching staff.
Now a 3-point lead for the Trojans. Free throw good. 60-56. USC leads, 9:39 to go. An interesting foul call on Simpkins. Now both teams are in the bonus. Left wing, Simpkins passes here to Evans. Trying to go to work, low post, hook shot, good. Evans has 18, 3 Ducks in double figures. Mazzara, right wing, now to the top, throws it back to the right wing. Kofi behind the back dribble, going to work, deflected away. Stewart steals it ahead to Shellstad, trying to pass it to Evans, deflected out of bounds off Baker Mazzara, and it will be Oregon's ball.
Stewart just fired that pass to Shellstad on the run, kind of threaded the needle. Oregon lucky to come up with that basketball.
Pryor inbound to Shellstad. Now Evans left wing. Thought about a 3, doesn't take it. Gets by a defender, lays it in off the glass. Tied at 60. KJ's got 20.
He's done such a nice job lifting this team up with Biddle on the bench, carrying the load for Oregon on offense.
Baker Mazzara helped by a screen. Has it top of the key. Now to Kofi. Back to Baker Mazzara. 13 to shoot. Works his way to the right wing. Stewart out to defend it. Pass to the right short corner. Asar spinning toward the lane. Ball deflecting and kicking around out of bounds. It will be USC's with 6 to shoot. I said kicking. Nobody actually kicked the ball. It just deflected. And Desiree Lindsay will check in for Pryor with 6 to shoot for the Trojans.
And USC fortunate that Asar didn't pick up an offensive foul. He just lowered his shoulder right into Stewart on that play.
Easter, baseline out. To Cornish. Cornish pass to Kofi now. Launching a 3 at the shot clock buzzer. Air ball. Shot clock violation. Caught under the bucket by Simpkins for good measure.
And it looked like Evans got his fingers on that, blocked that with his fingernail. Good recognition, closing out without fouling, late shot clock situation.
Shellstad running point. Crosses the timeline, tied at 60. Here's Lindsay left wing now. To the left elbow. Pass, Simpkins. Simpkins tries to go to work. Blocking foul. Cornish.
And it's disputed. I think one official's got a charge, the other's got a block. you know Cornish is going to flop on that play. And I think they could easily get him for a flopping violation.
So they're talking to Coach Altman. One official is Paul Zelk, and now Mike Reed's over talking to Eric Musselman.
And that's a drawn play where Simpkins is going to catch it at the elbow. It's a clear out, rip and go, hard right hand dribble and go to the rim. USC's probably scouted that play. Just bang bang, could go either way. They're going to call a double foul.
Yeah, so a double foul called.
That's a cop out. I mean, make a decision, right?
Yeah, but when one official calls one, the other calls something else,
Where's the leadership?
Yeah, so that puts each team at 8, but very important, Simpkins at 4.
Both teams in the 1-and-1, making free throws down the stretch of this game, so important. The Oregon basketball, they're in a 1-4 flat. Things getting a little chippy out here. As Kofi and Stewart kind of jockeying position.
KJ Evans goes to grab the inbound. It is Oregon's ball, tied at 60 after the double foul. 7 to shoot, and a whistle before Shellstad could put up the shot. A push against USC's Asar. That's the third on Asar, the 9th on USC. Shellstad to the line, tied at 60, 8:03 to go.
And it's been interesting officiating. There's been a lot of calls away from the basket where down low, Demir, Stewart, Pryor, Evans have been just wrestling down there with the USC bigs, and just a little ticky-tack foul going Oregon's way.
Evans, good. 21 for KJ Evans. He seems to play well against USC.
And there's some drama happening at the free throws. Lots of talking. Players are going down. They're going in the lane early. USC constantly trying to draw fouls. Tough game to officiate.
Evans. Next free throw bounces out. Ducks lead 61-60. Oregon has hit 4 straight. The Trojans are without a field goal in 3.5 minutes. Left side of the floor. Baker Mazzara trying to work around the perimeter. Pass now to Asar. Left wing handoff to Baker Mazzara. Lindsay to defend him. Now a pass to Asar. Asar trying to back down Stewart. Stewart forces a move to the middle of the lane. Asar falls away from the bucket, is able to make the shot, and a whistle against Stewart. That's his 4th, and one sends Asar to the line.
That is just a grown man move by Asar. He's a physical specimen. Back to the basket, kind of crab dribble in and kind of chicken hook Stewart, kind of baited him into a jumper and then step through, and he'll get the opportunity to finish off the one as USC goes up 1.
62-61 with 7:36 to play here at Matthew Knight Arena. It's the Big Ten Conference opener, and it's a good one on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
Hey, Oregon, not every injury happens on the court. Car wrecks, hospital mistakes, slip and falls. When you're hurt, you need more than a quick sub off the bench. You need America's largest injury law firm. There's a reason Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 lawyers and 100 offices nationwide. A reason we've recovered more than $30 billion for people just like you. And a reason we never charge a dime unless we win. Morgan & Morgan, proud partner of Oregon Athletics. Injured? Just dial pound log. Morgan & Morgan, 10150 Southwest 6th Avenue, Portland. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome. Cases may be referred or co-counseled.
Jess Sims is always looking to take her performance to the next level.
Mom's facing you, then you're gonna switch.
You got this, Jess.
We got this.
And she needs her money to work as hard as she does. That's why she uses U.S. Bank Smartly Checking and Savings, which does exactly that, helping her track her spending and grow her money.
About the mental work.
Together we'll achieve more than any of us could alone. That's the power of Jess, and this is the power of us. Visit usbank.com today to get started. Member FDIC, copyright 2025 U.S. Bank.
Did you know that 77% of people navigating addiction are still showing up every single day, working jobs, raising families, and carrying responsibilities? Addiction touches families, friends, and neighbors, but so does recovery. And here's where you come in. You could be the turning point that helps someone rewrite their story. At Willamette Family, we believe hope grows when it's shared. One flock, one game, one family at a time. Hope is now. Just like the Ducks succeed through teamwork, recovery happens through support. Visit WFTS.org today to learn how you can help change lives. Willamette Family, proud partner of Oregon Athletics.
Oregon basketball is brought to you by Willamette Family, hope, healing, and recovery from addiction. Also by our friends at Hoodoo. Ducks are now in the Big Ten. Hoodoo Ski Area has a big deal for all kids 10 and under. Kids ski and ride free all day, every day at Hoodoo, your locally owned and operated destination for winter fun. A proud supporter of Oregon Athletics. 62-61 USC. Ducks, though, have hit 4 straight. And the guys that seem to always play well against USC are doing so again in this one. KJ Evans, 21 points with 6 rebounds. He came off the bench in the last meeting between these two teams in Eugene last March. He had 8 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 blocks off the bench.
He's really stepped up in Biddle's absence.
Mazar hits the free throw. And one play complete. 63-61 Trojans.
Just a back and forth basketball game.
Shellstad, Evans now to the left wing, Lindsay to Shellstad up top, popping a 3, missed it off the right, and a rebounding foul called on USC.
The amount of pressure that Oregon puts with its forwards attacking the offensive glass is just impressive. Lindsay, Stewart, Pryor's amazing. Pryor just went up to grab that offensive rebound, got shoved. He'll go to the line.
Stewart to the line.
Stewart.
And he hits the free throw. Kofi called for his 4th foul.
That's a big foul.
Next one from Stewart. Good. 63 all. $7:19 remaining. Tie game. And Lindsay fouls the ball handler on a handoff. Now both teams are in the double bonus for the final 7:15.
There's always points of emphasis for officials, and clearly this year, that pick and roll, any contact, either by the big or the defensive player, they're just calling everything in this game.
First free throw. Good. Baker Mazar is an 86% foul shooter, not the guy that you want at the line. The Trojans today, 76%, 13 for 17. On the season, 71% at the foul line. Baker Mazara makes both. Takai Simpkins is going to come back in with 4 fouls.
Mazara is a tough guard. He was kind of herky-jerky. Kind of reminds me of a Desmond Farmer, another USC Trojan, left-handed player. Also had that hair.
65-63 USC. You like the lefties tonight. Pryor right wing. Pass to Simpkins. Simpkins takes it to the right mid-post. Stops there. Kicks out to Shellstad. Shellstad with 8. Tried to pull up right elbow. Had it knocked out of his hands. Trojans steal it. Thrown ahead to Mazara. They'll slow things down, leading 65-63. Now Brownell takes it from the right wing toward the basket and scores.
How did that basketball go in? It just bounced all the way around the rim.
67-63. Timeout, Oregon. Trojans lead. 6:32 left.
That was the slowest drive to the basket I've ever seen by Brownell. Really fundamental. Got Evans off of his feet, took one dribble, almost in slow motion, able to come up with the finish. USC goes up 4. timeout here for the Ducks. Coach Altman wants to draw something up.
Timeout with 6:32 remaining. (67-63) USC. Trojans 52%, 23 for 44, and 39% from 3, 7 of 18. Ducks are 47%, 20 of 43, and 47% from 3, 9 for 19.
I'd like to see...
But the threes in the second half, I was just going to say, the Ducks are only 1 for 4. They're taking less.
Well, they're in the double bonus. I'd like to see KJ Evans maybe rip and go to the rim. He's been really a tough guard for USC. As they come out in man-to-man, will be sidelined out of bounds. Pryor taking it out.
Pryor right in front of us. Give to Simpkins, left corner. Simpkins trying to attack the basket. Gets to the left mid-post. Passes off to Stewart, who's able to lay it in.
Amazing finish from Stewart over 3 outstretched defenders of USC. Big basket for Oregon out of a timeout.
67-65. Trojans handling it right wing. Pass goes to Asar, back to Baker Mazzara. Mazzara now to Asar. Middle of the lane, to the basket, lays it in. He just makes that look so easy.
He's so strong, just a little shot fake, step through, and he can finish with both hands.
Went through 2 defenders.
Finishes there with his left.
69-65 Trojans. Simpkins almost has his pocket picked from behind, tries to pass it to Evans, cutting to the bucket, ricocheting out of bounds off Asar. Duck ball, baseline out of bounds, down 4 with 5:47 left. Simpkins still in there, along with Stewart with 4 fouls. Ducks get it to Simpkins for 3 off the baseline, out of bounds, it's a switch.
Just right over the outstretched hands of Cornish. Tough shot for Simpkins.
16 points. Ducks are within 1. 5:35 left. Right wing, Baker Mazzara. Dribbling up top. Pass goes to the right side, Brownell. Brownell beyond the arc. Give to Baker Mazzara. Baker Mazzara trying to attack Evans with a behind-the-back dribble, falling away from the bucket, misses it, ball's tipped in the air. Brownell offensive putback, no! Rebound again by USC, this time by Easter. Ducks couldn't get the board there. They've rebounded pretty well in this game. Now -3 on the glass as Asar takes it toward the bucket, passes it somehow to Brownell for a right corner 3, misses it, ball deflects out of bounds as Evans collides with Asar. Ball went out with 19 to shoot. Ducks giving the Trojans a couple extra possessions here.
So difficult to keep USC off the offensive glass with those long shots, long rebounds. You don't really have time to get into someone's leg. You just got to hit them with a forearm and go secure the basketball.
They're mopping up the floor right now with 4:56 to go. USC by 1. Baseline out of bounds for Baker Mazzara. USC ball. Inbound to Asar. Handoff, Baker Mazzara, right elbow. Passes it to Brownell. Stewart out defending it. Now to Baker Mazzara, middle of the floor, trying to lob inside to Asar. Ducks double team. Asar has it deflected away, gets his own miss, puts it back up, and 1.
Asar is such a load down low. He's an undersized big. Great upper body strength, but he's really twitchy and quick. He's the ability to kind of bounce off defensive players and gets the and 1 there to go.
Scoring 17 a game. Asar's up to 13 here tonight. 71-68. Trojans will keep it at that mark, but now a long rebound off the front of the rim. Grabbed by the Trojans, Cornish. Ducks down 3, USC ball. Baker Mazzara has it stolen by Stewart. Stewart trying to run the floor, and off the back iron. Had a chance for a 3-point play. Instead, he'll go to the line for 2. Great defense, though. Good hands around the opposite free throw line, and then able to run the floor.
Big defensive stand after another offensive rebound on the defensive end for Oregon. Stewart flies down the lane, nearly converts a three-point play, but he's got 2 shots for Oregon.
Stewart misses off rim. 51% foul shooter in his career. Missed both. The second short. 3-point lead for USC. Easter now to Asar up top. All of his points are in the second half. A Baker's dozen. Asar now to Cornish, left wing. Cornish passes Asar. Asar, left elbow. Spinning against Evans. Lost the handle, a whistle. Against Jamari Phillips, who had just checked in.
He's got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Asar on that spin. He came in from the weak side and slapped his hand. It's tough because you're in the double bonus. Every foul's 2 shots. Got to play without fouling.
Time to shout with 4 minutes left. USC 71, Oregon 68 on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
First Interstate Bank is the proud sponsor of the Community Hero Program. Throughout the year, Duck fans have been submitting stories about heroes in our community. And First Interstate Bank wants to recognize Naivasha Tester, the first black female sergeant in her local police department. Naivasha has built lasting connections between law enforcement and the community through mentorship, charitable initiatives, and policy improvements that foster diversity and inclusion. She created the Youth Services Officer position for the Bethel School District, focusing on guidance over punishment. On behalf of First Interstate Bank, thank you, Naivasha Tester.
Go Ducks! This is Oregon basketball from Learfield.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Snakes, zombies, sharks, heights, speaking in public. The list of fears is endless. But while you're clutching your blanket in the dark, wondering if that sound in the hall was actually a footstep, the real danger is in your hand, when you're behind the wheel. And while you might think a great white shark is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NCAA and the Ad Council.
Shouting at Matthew Knight Arena with exactly 4 minutes left. Oregon basketball, sponsored by Pepsi, Bigfoot Beverages, and the Pepsi Go Ducks Game Day app. Download the app, follow the Ducks. Go Ducks, drink Pepsi. Oregon basketball is also brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. See if the crowd can get into it, help out the Ducks a little bit here. Down 71-68. Pit crew is blowing off some steam during Dead Week here at the University of Oregon. Finals are next week.
I love to see the pit crew fill in the place into the basketball game. Who doesn't like to shout, Joe?
After the foul on Phillips, his third, the 12th on the Ducks. Asar to the line. Short.
Fans should come to the game expecting to be a part of the game, affect the game. And it's tough shooting free throws with all those students.
Waving French fries behind him. Asar short again. Rebound Ducks. Missed them both.
That's a careless foul in the backcourt by Mazzara.
Just as I was saying, missed them both. Now the Ducks will go to the line because Mazzara picked up his third foul in a hurry.
And you look at the swing with no time off the clock. USC misses 2 free throws and puts KJ Evans on the line.
71-68 USC. Evans good. 22 now. 1 shy of his career high. It is a new season high for KJ Evans. Another free throw good. 23 matching KJ Evans' career high. Ducks within 1. Trojans quickly ahead to Cornish left wing. Now to Asar up top. 3:47 left. Asar give to Baker Mazzara. Mazzara handles it right wing. Around a screen. Pulls up free throw line. Floater, 2 points. Back to a 3-point game.
Tough shot, leaning 15-foot floater for Mazzara. Going deep in his bag.
Shellstad. Down the right side, bounce to Simpkins. Gets around a defender, going toward the lane. Ends up with Stewart after the ball's lost by Simpkins. Stewart dunks it home. Ducks are within 1 again. Not what Simpkins drew up. Stewart cleaned it up.
Christmas comes early for Oregon. Cornish nearly came up with that strip.
Baker Mazzara to the left elbow. Floats again and hits it. He's feeling it here. Baker Mazzara got 22 now on 8 of 16 shooting. Now it's Shellstad trying to answer. Off back iron. Long rebound by Evans with the Ducks down by 2, 75-72. Bounce pass in to Stewart. Kick back out. Simpkins from the left side. Simpkins powers his way toward the right elbow. Now to Simpkins again. 3, he's fouled. He passed to Lindsay, right back to Simpkins, and he got bumped by Cornish behind the arc. As he put one up, he'll go to the line, a chance to tie it.
That's a smart play from Simpkins, late in the shot clock. He's got Cornish closing out on him, just kind of kicks the leg out, drawing contact. Got to allow that offensive player space to land on the shot.
Free throw, no good. A little too strong from Takai Simpkins. Simpkins shoots 78% at the line this year, 75% in his career. This one's good. 75-73 now. A Trojan team averaging 92 points a game, giving up 77.5 a game. Ducks are closing in on that average allowed by the Trojans. Oregon's contained this high-powered offense at times here tonight. Simpkins misses it. He goes 1 of 3 at the line. Rebound, Trojans. 75-73. 2:23 left. Ducks on defense and down. And a timeout taken by the Trojans.
And I think it might be an official timeout to just wipe the basketball off.
Oh.
When Azar went up for that rebound, he kind of held it with one arm, cupped it up against his chest, and the ball was all wet. And yeah, they're going to have the teams back out on the floor.
All right, then.
Never give up an opportunity to huddle your team up, especially late in the game.
I thought you were going to say never give up, never surrender.
That either.
2:20 left, 75-73 USC. Mazzara works it right wing with 11 to shoot. Evans out to defend him. He picks up the dribble, throws it to the top. Kofi over to Brownell, left corner triple, rims out, rebound, tip to Evans. 2 minutes left, Ducks down 2 with the ball.
Kofi nearly corralled that offensive rebound.
Kofi in there with 4 fouls now. Shellstad, pass to Evans, left side. Evans, jab step, down to the free throw line. Back to Shellstad, 14 to shoot. Shellstad, pass, Simpkins. Simpkins backs up toward midcourt. Now to the right wing. Simpkins to the free throw line with a power dribble all the way to the basket. High off the backboard, no good. Rebound tracked down by USC. Ducks get back with a $1:26 to play, down by 2. Asar near midcourt. They'll let the clock run. 15 ticks on the shot clock. Asar, give to Mazzara. Mazzara against Evans. Step back 3. Got it. Hit it from the top with a hand in his face, and it's 78-73 with a minute to go.
Dagger from Mazzara from NBA range.
Shellstad quickly toward the basket. Now to Evans. He fakes, gets a man in the air, goes toward the bucket, throws it to Lindsay. Lindsay a dribble. Now fires it over to Shellstad left wing. Shellstad gonna have to create with 13 to shoot. Now to Simpkins. His 3 rims out. Rebound grabbed by Easter. Trojans ahead 78-73. They throw it ahead to Brownell. And a whistle as he hit the deck. And a travel call. Brownell leapt in the air and then fell to the floor, and they call the travel. Turns it over to the Ducks.
A little home cooking from the officials there. Looked like Brownell maybe was undercut by Lindsay. Oregon fortunate to get the ball back, down 5.
30.9 seconds left. 78-73. Ducks have to hurry. Shellstad trying to attack. Throws it to the right corner. It's Lindsay driving baseline. Missed it short off the bottom of the backboard. Rebound Easter. Ducks will have to foul. Shellstad does get Easter, sending the freshman to the line with a 5-point lead. 18 seconds exactly on the game clock.
Number 3, Jackson Shellstad, 7 foul.
Got 18 seconds.
Easter's got 7 points tonight, 1 of 4 at the charity stripe. Ducks could use a miss here.
Still a 2-possession game. It's where you go into your last second quick hitter. Oregon's going to need 2 threes if he misses this. Oregon's got 2 timeouts left.
Easter makes it. 80-73. Shellstad pulling deep right wing off the front of the rim. Under the basket, rebound by Lindsay, who goes up and scores with 8.5 seconds left. Timeout Ducks. 80-75. A 30-second timeout.
We've seen stranger things happen. Oregon needs to come up with a deflection. It's going to be USC basketball. They've got to go the length of the floor. You either need a steal or a foul right away, but with only 8.5 seconds, you can't let any time go off the clock. Put some pressure on USC. Break the press.
Trojans send. Now they're going to take Marsh back off the floor, and Kofi will go in.
Well, you don't want to get beat long here. A lot of times you'll see players throw it from one inbounder to another out of bounds in a situation like this.
Cornish fakes one way. Now tries to get it into Easter. Shellstad deflects it out of bounds with 6.9 seconds left.
Good effort there from Shellstad.
Now Marsh will come in for Kofi.
Dangerous to have all 5 of your players in the backcourt for USC. Allows 5 defenders.
Yeah, they're all stacked up under the free throw line, if you will. Cornish bounce in to Easter, and he's fouled. With 6.3 seconds left. Stewart's 5th foul, so he'll take a seat, and the Ducks will have to send in a sub. Lindsay, Simpkins, Evans, Shellstad, and Pryor coming in. .3 seconds on the clock. Trojans by 5. Easter to the line. Free throw from Easter is good.
Now, there was a game similar to this, only Oregon was up 6 points, and Brian Scalabrine on a turnover hit a half-court buzzer beater to upset Oregon about 30 years ago.
Easter makes both. It's 82-75 USC with 6.3 seconds left. Shellstad will pick it up, race across midcourt, go to the basket, and hit a lay-in with 1.3 seconds left. Trojans inbound. It's the final. USC 82, Oregon 77. Ducks drop to 4-4 and 0-1 in conference play. Trojans remain undefeated, 8-0 on the season. 82-77 Trojan final here on the Oregon Sports Network from Learfield.
You hear that? That's the sound of Pepsi Zero Sugar. The better tasting, more refreshing Zero Sugar Cola.